Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome one and all to your favorite podcast, West Coast Gunpla Alliance. Today, we've got a great episode in line for you. Let's meet those that are going to bring it right to you. First up, let's show you Dan.
I don't know what I don't know what's going on right now.
Energy and caffeine. Let's go.
Okay. My name is Dan, Dan's Dragoon, aka Dan's Dragoon. You can find me on Instagram at Dan's Dragoon. You can also find me on the Discord, just bathing in the glory of my fellow club members. Bathing is a strong term. Maybe more like
make people think,
basting.
what are you doing?
I'm basting myself.
Oh, that's not better.
With a long baster. Just, yeah, kind of like a turkey. Getting basted in the glory of the, and then so
on that note,
we also
have a great guest because Ian is literally disconnected entirely from technology. So we got somebody that's even better at technology than Ian is. That's right, I said it. Zaku Actual. Jonathan, where can people find you?
Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Zaku Actual, anywhere on the internet, Zaku Actual. I pretty much own the domain at this point.
Now, Jonathan, for those that don't know, is an expert in many, many things, and we basically go to him for a lot of technological stuff. He's held our hands on multiple occasions, so thank you for that, Jonathan.
Yeah,
saved our keys from that.
No problem.
Speaking of hand holding, what are we holding our hands building this week? Oh no, we got to talk about what we got this last week.
Yeah,
I'm skipping things. I'm sorry. Dan, what did you get?
You're such a bad boy. So this week, what did I get? Well, I got some cool birthday swag. I got this little. This is a tea Zaku. If you can see it if you're watching on the YouTubes, it is a Zaku kun made of tea grounds, and it actually smells.
Does it really?
It smells like tea. Yeah, very cool. It was super fun to put together. Ian got this for me. And then
wait. I have a question. If you put it in like hot water, will it taste like tea?
I don't know.
That
Do you want me to try?
like a worth a try.
Oh, we have to buy another one and try. We'll have to actually boil water and teaify the Zaku.
You got to steep a Zaku.
Sure, we can steep the Zaku. Okay. I also got. I was supposed to get a package from Sugar Mama, but the USPS came by the house, knocked once, and walked away with my package. So I have to go in now and go get it, which is unfortunate, but it happens. It gives me opportunity to go to the post office, which I love doing. It's like going to the DMV. It's so great.
No, the post office is. Do you have to go to the weird post office that's like the white room down in Tigard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a post office. That's a weird one.
Is it? What do you mean a weird room? It's a full post office right next to the McDonald's down there.
Oh, see, I have to go to the warehouse thing that's like down the road. That's like just this white room with like closed doors.
No.
Okay.
Oh, so you gotta go like.
No.
Hi.
Also, thanks for doxing me, bro. Just doxed me, bro.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I got some of that stuff. Am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I bought some other model kits, but they were gifts for people. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I did have, so my birthday was last weekend, and, we talked, no, we didn't talk about the birthday yet. So we did the birthday. Our buddy Hoodooter in the club hosted a build day for me over at his house, and a bunch of people showed up. It was super fun. I'm just humbled to be around such great people and people that care about me. It makes me feel silly.
You got a birthday sash and a birthday tiara.
I got a birthday sash and a tiara. After that, and we can talk about this later if you want, or we can talk about it now. We did the Plastic Model Weekender. Finally, we talked about it enough, and we did it. We raised just over $1,000 during our segment, and we had so much fun with that. That was so much fun. Like our segment, was very, very energetic and entertaining, I think, for people. And
the moderator was just trying to keep up, and you could tell he was trying to hold back laughs. Like it was wonderful,
he was having a hard
wonderful
time.
Mayhem.
Well, so many times, he was supposed to run timers for us, and he kept forgetting. Oopsie.
Yeah. Oopsie. Just run a little bit longer, guys.
Real
it's fine.
quick,
Your suffering is fun.
And so many club members.
For those of you that missed it, go look it up on Twitch because it's there.
Plastic Model Weekender. Under the videos, you can see on day 3 where the last act on day 3 before the night crew took over. So you can check it out on there.
Dan made us build 2 entry grades that
Yeah.
were submerged
in water.
and each type of donation of $25, we had to switch it up with not being able to see well.
Yeah, there's also
lubing up our
sabotages.
hands, to be honest.
Yeah, chopsticks in reverse. Chopsticks in reverse, lots of soap. It got soapy. But our kits were clean. They're so clean. They smell great.
Yeah. And I beat Dan.
You didn't just beat me, dude. You spanked me. I got smoked. I don't know what was going on. I have to rewatch part of it because at one point, like, I had finished the head and I was really stoked. And the guy who was helping us out was like, he's got the legs done. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I looked and sure enough.
Legs.
Yeah, but I still haven't talked to you about it. I think you were doing, I think you were pulling, you weren't going piece by piece on the instructions, were you?
You didn't say to go piece by piece.
So yeah, see, that's what I was doing. I was going one piece at a time.
One piece, got it, pull out another that they would connect. How else would I do it otherwise?
No, so yeah. Okay. Anyways, here's the thing. Lang is a very experienced builder. I don't have as much experience as he does. So I am not surprised that he trounced me in the most glorious way possible.
It's called
especially when he was under pressure.
Yeah.
Lang performs great under pressure. So yeah. And so quick shout out to the club. Like, they were out there in force. Lots of donations, which is incredible. For such a great cause. And it was so cool having our home team like rooting for us. So that was pretty neat.
We were in there just rooting for you guys the entire time.
Gosh.
We were like, oh, he's cheating. No, he needs to do this. No,
I don't know if rooting is donating to make us suffer. That's not rooting.
That's rooting.
That's rooting.
Yeah.
Jonathan, how about you?
That's what I picked up.
Sorry. Jonathan, how about you? Did you snag anything this week?
Well, Dan was very gracious enough to give me. Let me pull it out here real quick. Ooh, that fell. He was gracious enough to give me a Zaku Amazing.
That thing is pretty freaking cool.
And I am very hyped to build this, actually. I have some plans for it. It might not be red.
Yeah, Zaku actually loves Zaku.
Yeah, imagine that. Too many Zaku. Well, hold on. There's no such thing.
But you're very particular about your Zakus that you like, right? You're very particular about the Zakus that you actually like, right?
Some of them, yes. I'm not a fan of the seed Zakus. They're not Zaku.
Okay. Oh, see, I'm
not
those.
A fan.
That's
I'm
my
not
preference.
a seed fan, but I won't get into that.
Yeah, we're not gonna put you on the spot or anything, Jonathan. But why don't you like seed? I'm just kidding.
I'm like, oh well, here, let me get my book.
Yeah. Let me get my notes out.
And then today also Dan threw me a little Zaku head that I got to put together today.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna put together
Gachapon?
And the little Gachapon guy.
Nice.
So this will be fun. I've been wanting one of these.
That's a good.
Yeah,
I'm
looking forward to that. I'm gonna put this on my desk because I'm gonna build that tonight.
Those are fun to build and customize. Yeah, lots of people on Instagram are doing those.
We're gonna do some weathering on that. That'll be fun.
Sweet.
Some mud.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What about you, Ling?
I got one special thing, we'll call it. I got a thank you gift from Dan. Dan, you seem to be the reason people get stuff. I got the Huckabine Boxer. Is that how you say it? I'm going to butcher it. This bad boy.
Oh,
that was a much deserved gift, though.
This thing is... So here's the thing. I love mecha, but anything that's combining mecha is like that cherry on top for me. And so this thing
up your alley.
Is a weapon and an exosuit. I don't know if we can get this on the stream right there. Like, it is incredible. That when I saw that, I'm just like, yeah, Dan gets me.
Well, I gave you a choice between two kits. So this is a thank you to Lang for. He was on call for me or with me for all the audio checks. He came over to the house like 2 times over the course of like 3 days, and a shout out to his family too for putting up with that. Like, because Lang's doing a lot of traveling. He basically got back and then was like jumping in the saddle, like helping me get all my audio stuff figured out, driving around with me, and yeah. So that was a thank you gift for Lang. He got to pick between 2 kits. It was that one or the Camphor Schwar.
That was not an easy choice. Yeah, that was a good one too.
He kind of hummed and hawed a little bit. Yeah.
And then I saw the exosuit on the side, and I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
I'm done for."
Yeah.
That did it.
So
Cool.
hey,
So I will be working on that
Yeah.
sooner rather than later. Speaking of working on, what are we all working on? Me, we literally right now, as of this recording, we have just over 43 hours left until the deadline for the 30-minute mission submissions on our Discord for the digital competition.
Yep.
Today we had a showcase. It was wonderful. Thank you everyone for coming out. I literally was getting my stuff prepped to prime, and my pieces are across over on my desk right over here, primed. I literally bought the paints today that I'm going to be using, and I am going to make this happen. Better late than never, because it's not about. This isn't an IPMS judging. This is going to be a fun, great. How much did you push yourself, in my opinion, from what I'm gathering? But I'm not running it.
Yeah.
Dan's running it. So that's what I'm working on.
Yeah, the club is definitely running it, but I'm just one of the judges.
Yes.
Me, and then Tim Tam is the other judge, and then we will have Ian involved just briefly to and in case the person who submitted their kit didn't describe fully all the kits they used. So we have our resident Gunpla expert coming in just to tell us that kit has these pieces, this kit has these pieces, and that's all he's doing. And then he's going to leave, and then me and Tim Tam are going to do our deliberations.
I'm supposed to keep track of all the pieces I kit bashed in.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. So you don't have to. That's what Ian's for. You don't have to, Lang.
Okay, good.
That's the beauty of Ian.
Yeah,
we use him.
It's gonna put Ian to his limit, I think.
He's gonna be like, well, hold on here. What's going on here?
Yeah, seriously.
Jonathan, what are you working on? Wait, are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Jonathan, are you working on anything right now?
Too much.
Uh-oh.
Too much.
What kit are you working on right now? Are you working on a kit or are you working on something else? Oh boy.
I have
He's looking at the wall of kits he's working on.
I only have a shelf of shame. So,
let me ask you this, Jonathan, to help you out a little bit. What was the last model kit you put your hands on?
Model kit I put my hands on. I just touched the Zaku Amazing.
No, that doesn't count. A kit when was the last kit you clipped a piece off a runner?
My Integrate Strike.
Okay.
I still need to finish him. He's right. Here. Still need to finish him.
Oh.
Nice.
Entry grades are my bread and butter, baby.
Yeah.
So good.
They're really fun. Get one. Go get one
right
now.
Is that your first entry grade?
Second.
Oh, okay.
I timed myself on my first one. First one was the grandpa you got me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or I won. No, I won from Lang. I won from Lang. Quiz and Lang. You did a quiz on. You did a sporadic giveaway on, or was it a quiz or a giveaway on the Discord where we were all hanging out?
I think where was I? Oh no, it was Memorial Day. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was Memorial Day. It was the Memorial Day little shindig, little giveaway. Yep. So yeah, and then I put together in 48 minutes.
Nice.
And how did you feel afterwards?
I felt great. I like them. They're easy. I like the color separation and the part separation. They're fun.
But emotionally, how did you feel?
Satisfied.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You know, that's even faster than Dan too. 48 minutes.
That's the thing about entry grades; they leave you satisfied. So I'm working on this guy right now. It is a Macross kit. It's the same one I've been working on. I just finished all the LEDs. I can give you a little preview here.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So I'm not going to light it up on stream or anything here,
explode.
But this is one of the missile racks on the shoulders, and all of these are acrylic rods that I've custom bent, and then there is filament LED underneath inside the body here, and then wired out the bottom, and then when it illuminates, the whole thing lights up. Actually, maybe I will show you guys.
And then he wonders when he takes us on a plane why he gets stopped at TSA.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go on a plane with Dan. No offense.
Not with that.
What are all these wires for?
Wires.
So I have all of the LEDs finished, on the kit, which is honestly probably the longest part of this build so far. But now that that's done, it's all down to the decals. And to be honest, like this particular kit, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but it's kind of dragging me a little bit as far as the decals go. But here it is lit up. It turned off.
Okay.
I'm having to like finagle the wires in here. No, it's just I'm pushing the wires into the contacts on this high capacity battery and trying not to fry myself and blow up.
With it harder.
It'll good.
Yeah, well, it's tiny little wires. I don't have a lot of experience with tiny little skinny things. Like here we go. Get it in here and get it in here a little bit and.
I call shenanigans.
All right. Well, while I fiddle with this thing, after the decals, then I'm going to do a diorama for it. And then it's going all the way down to California to compete in the Gundam Guys SCGMC.
There you go.
SCGMC. Okay, here it is again. Here it is again. There we go.
That's
so
awesome.
It lights up like that. Isn't that cool looking? That's a really cool effect. Yeah. And then so the diorama is going to have like smoke coming up from the bottom of it. And then the smoke's going to catch in the refraction of these lights and everything. Of course. And this is just one shoulder. There's two shoulders and a chest with missiles flying out. So yeah.
Wow.
Lots of LEDs.
Well done already.
What?
Well done already.
Oh, thank you.
Very cool.
Very well done. So it's always a joy to sit and see you in the Discord and watch you work.
Oh, man. Okay. Listen, buddy, you're already on the podcast. Okay, you don't have to butter my biscuits. Okay, you're already here. Here.
I'm just being honest.
Nice. Speaking of being here, we do have a new sponsor this week.
Oh boy!
Oh my God! You got to come down to Canna Cabanas, the Valley's best milkshake place ever. Like, oh my God, we have strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, Marionberries are special today. Like, oh my God. Like, you have no idea what we sell. We never know what you're gonna get, honey. So come on down and just have a great time.
So that's a really fun, a new business. It's like Shake Shack. And the cool thing about this particular sponsor, I think this is our first food sponsor, like official food sponsor.
Well, technically, I mean, I think I had my roadside berries, and then that went out of business quick because I think these guys were up and coming.
Oh, wait, you actually opened a business with roadside berries?
I tried roadside berries, and these guys were already ahead of me. So
I thought maybe you were selling your berries to the Shake Shack or to the Canna Cabana. Or is that like sorry, am I supposed to talk about that?
So
ideal you have going on? Are we okay? Yeah, so we're gonna hop right into news.
Yeah, news.
So usually me and Ian has a really good setup on the news. I'm going to try and drive as best as I can this week. You guys can see this right here. This is something for me. This is a...
Oh, me, give.
Yeah. Mazzaro or Susano 1100 model kit. It's by a Chinese company. So this is third party, but it's coming, and I'm really excited for this. I just barely got a HD version of this, and seeing that someone's making a 1100, it's pretty exciting. So that's coming out. I'm going to try and flip through these. I think for some reason these keep getting out of order. So I'm going to try. Yep. Here we go.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Here's a better picture. We'll go for this one right here. So this is a really good picture of it.
So this is 1100?
1100.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the blades are clear, yeah?
Yeah, surprising. It has a couple different blades. It comes with these two, and then two that are much wider and thicker that actually combine, so we can have a double blade that aren't clear, but they're black plastic. So that's more for the Susano upgrade that he gives himself. But all these water slide looking details right here, the white. Yeah.
I'm guessing there'll be water slides. I haven't seen a third party kit that does stickers yet.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's okay.
1100. The other couple of ones I wanted to point out were here it is. This is coming out this month. Gun Cannon, July today, 5th release as this is being recorded. It is getting released. So I know
Are we gonna
we've talked
find it
about
anywhere
this.
locally? Like in a large amount. That's the thing about this G-Quux release. It felt like the Witch from Mercury kits were getting dumped, man. Like they were in mass everywhere, and these kits are hard to find.
The
Look at the part separation in the shoulders.
People are still searching for those police Aku.
I saw two guys on the street fighting over them the other day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are these stickers or those?
Don't.
That's looking sticker.
I'm scared.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
I think the warning things will probably be stickers. Most of the likely sure. It's a high grade.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a second.
What?
Is Silverfang?
What?
Is Silverfang in the podcast?
We have someone that crashed the party.
Oh, did I share the wrong link? I did. I shared it as a guest. Audience link. Copy. I got to get in here really quick.
Hi, Silver.
Don't click that link.
I'll keep going. Dan will take care of that. Over here, and then we also have Call of Duty. Season 6 Gundams Arrive. We have
wait a minute. How did that? Why and how did that make it into our news
Gundam
cycle?
It's a release. It's news.
Gundam.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. So
I've seen the trailer for it.
I know at least one person. Hey, CD. I believe he plays Call of Duty on this. So I've looked at it. I've never played Call of Duty myself. Stuff like this kind of tempts me, but as you guys know, new first-person shooters or third-person shooters that are too popular for my own good, I jump in a little too hard, so I'm staying away from this.
So I'm confused. Do you play as those characters? As like those are your skins?
They're just skins. They're skins. Yeah. They're operators.
Okay.
They're your character. Instead of how back in the day you didn't have skins, you just sucked it up and you were dude number 2.
Okay. You made a poo-poo.
Yeah, and you didn't play as Nicki Minaj sliding 300 miles an hour across the ground.
Oh boy. Oh,
I don't know who Nicki Minaj is.
So here we go. Yeah. Here's a fun crossover.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but how much is it?
I don't want to know. So
$2.
This is the Transformers Macross crossover. This is a real. My first love is Transformers. I still don't know how I feel about this.
They could have told me it was McDonald's crossover.
Hold on. This is Transformers Macross?
Yep, I'll show you.
It's Transformers
what?
McDonald's.
Whoops. Hang on, I got to get the right pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Here you go. So here it is.
Now it makes sense.
So here's the fighter mode. They even have a
Gerwalk mode.
Here's the truck mode. So the back trailer. This is what I'm a nope, big nope because of this trailer mode.
This is Lightning McQueen.
He's a gearwalk trying to hold it in, and then attaches the trailer to its backside, and it
doesn't look right. It doesn't look good.
This is the truck mode.
That's a dump truck.
That's dumb.
This is truck mode.
Go to the Gerwalk mode one. I saw you flip through it.
This one.
Yeah,
that looks fine.
This looks cool.
That looks good.
It's okay, but it's like
it's not transforming. It's not transformer enough.
Is this who's making this?
It's just Macross.
Who's making this?
Takara Tomy, I think.
Okay, so this is like a legit toy.
Oh yeah,
this is not a model.
Oh, okay. This makes more sense.
Okay, this part I don't get. What is this? Why?
This?
Where's the Where's the rock and roll coming from, though?
It's all the music stuff that Macross does, like the jets with the speakers and stuff. Like it's one of their things, I believe.
Oh, is
Cobra, don't come at me, Cobra. Sit down.
Cobra's gonna kill you. You're dead, Lang. Enjoy your final moments.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Yeah.
Dan was here.
Oh man.
Well, he's dead now.
So that's what I had on news. Just a couple of kits plus this very interesting crossover. I know.
I think it's going to cost. I think it's going to be over $100 easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Especially if it doesn't come over here retail. That's going to be at least 130, 140, I bet.
Yeah.
Probably 150.
Yeah. So that's this week's news. If you see anything news-wise, hop on our Discord, give us a shout out, let us know. There's been a few folks in our Discord that are right on top of stuff. So thank you guys. Never Waffle, Ian, a lot of others. So, but this week we wanted to talk a little bit about.
Well, we have some.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
We have some. We had some really good questions / suggestions from one of our people, Erlangshin. Kind of touching on something we talked about. I think it was last week or the week before. About
briefly.
Yeah, about top coating. Maybe actually that's maybe a few weeks ago, but we hadn't really talked about primer or base coats yet. But go ahead, Lang. I'm sorry, I stepped on your toes.
And we're gonna keep going with that. So primers and base coats for what works for us, and this is gonna tie into our next kind of thing because the knowledge here today is going to be very helpful into other genres with Jonathan that we're going to jump into.
Yeah.
But today for primers, personally, I didn't think primers were that essential. When I first started customizing, it was literally just a couple of rattle cans. The what?
Yeah,
Jonathan. I was just like, what? You didn't think it was essential?
No,
what?
I didn't.
Just bite your tongue for 1 minute, Jonathan.
Yep.
Lang have his
piece. This is how we learned. No, I just bought, it was a Harut HG, and I bought 2 or 3 cans of Rust-Oleum from Walmart and went to town, and that was it. Don't pick up your jaw. And from that time, I've not only learned how prepping your pieces, sanding your pieces, washing the different types of pieces depending on age and types, and the primers change everything. Primer for me is essential because a lot of my kits that I do, I like to change all the color schemes. Like I have to. If I didn't and I just said, okay, I'm going to just paint this whole kit orange, right? If you tried doing it that without a primer, half of the pieces would be different tinges and not tinges. Wow. Tints, whatever, different shades of different colors. And it would not come out well at all. Maybe it would if you got lucky, but otherwise for primers, for me, you've got to match the type of primer that you're needing. I had a really terrible mistake one time where I didn't know the difference between primers between lacquer primers for plastic and resin. They're actually 2 different types. And I used the plastic primer on resin, and when I masked it and then peeled off the tape peeled off all of the primer completely off in paint.
Yeah, wasn't aggressive enough to attach.
Nope. And it was terrifying because then I had to go back and redo like all the armor on one kit completely because I had like primed it with that, and I was ready to cry. So when you're using primers, use the correct primer. Use it, study it, see what the different brands can do. Like I had just mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, I started using a primer. It's been years since I've used an acrylic primer. I'm doing that because I need to use acrylic paints that I had purchased as well for this particular paint job. So be very, very careful mixing acrylics and lacquers, paint versus primers. It gets very tricky, and it can ruin a lot of hard work. So you've got to be careful.
Yeah. I think, like for me, my advice to people would just be like, as a general rule of thumb, just stick to lacquers for primers because any lacquer is going to stick to anything, and lacquers aren't going to hurt your plastic either, or resin, or anything like that. And then as far as like washing parts go, any miniatures you do, and Jonathan knows this, like you gotta wash your minis because they're generally injection molded resin. I think is what they are. Injection molded resin, and resin has to be washed, right?
Point.
It's both. It depends on what the miniature is. Depends on the company.
Okay.
Some companies use injection molded plastic. They'll use like what Gunpla has, but it's injected molded, and it will have mold release on it. No matter what you're working with, it will have mold release. Even Gunpla has mold release.
Yeah, it's just like Bandai kits, like modern Bandai kits, the last
They're
15
cleaner.
years,
They're a lot cleaner.
I've never had anything not stick, but I always use lacquer primers.
Mm-hmm.
And those are aggressive paints. So if you're using acrylic paints, like a straight acrylic, you might have some issues. And what that looks like when you spray it onto your kit, it looks like the water, it looks like you're misting water onto a piece of plastic as opposed to putting paint onto it. It beads up, it moves around, and it's just not adhering properly. So yeah, my advice would just be stick with lacquer paints. Get a rattle can or airbrush. If you're doing airbrush, Mr. Color does really good lacquers. Anything lacquer based, and you're safe, I think, generally speaking. But even then, I do a lot of HeroQuest commissions, and if I don't wash a HeroQuest piece, or if I don't wash it well enough, and I spray it with lacquer paint, it ain't sticking. It beads up and looks terrible. So you gotta wash those things. At least for me, miniatures have to be washed.
Is that because of a mold release? Probably. Yep,
100% mold. It's like non-stick coating. Yeah,
it's like grease. It's like Pam. It's Pam basically.
Yeah,
it's industrial grade Pam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
It's really strange. Okay, so that's my take on it. What's your take on it, Jonathan? What's your take on primers and base coats as far as like what to use? Is there a favorite brand that you like?
Show and tell. No, you guys are talking about mold release. Go to Walmart, get this stuff.
Yes.
This is one of those times where this is going to save a lot of heartache. Purple Power. This gallon is like $4.
Nope. And there's simple green.
Yes. Get this, scrub it. It's just like, it's abrasive as like, dishwasher. Yeah, dishwasher. It's a degreaser.
It is dishwashing, so basically, that's what it is.
Concentrated.
Do you guys want to know what my trick is? Do you guys want to know my trick?
No. Oh my gosh.
I have a salad spinner.
Oh yeah, that's a good trick too.
I put like 3 or 4 drops of Dawn dish detergent into it and some water, and then I shake it, turn it, and then I go and it cleans them all off, and they're done. That's it. Yeah. That's all I do.
I used to have an ultrasonic cleaner. I just bought a really cheapo ring one for rings, and I throw my miniatures in there, and
you guys are getting tricks of the trade today. These are really good things.
Yeah. Don't listen to anything Lang says.
Also, ultrasonic cleaners are really good for stripping.
I spit on them.
So
really?
No.
Yes. Very. Oh
yeah, because you can put like
you can put any liquid in there because it's a metal. It's a solid stainless steel.
So you can fill it with acetone and put a few Haros in there and turn on the ultrasonic.
Put a few Haros in there. Yeah. Oh no.
Ideas.
Oh no.
That's a great idea. I have an ultrasonic cleaner. I just don't use.
No.
I could put a Haro in there with some acetone.
Oh, no.
I think that would speed up the process.
Hey, last time I took a long time. Sorry about this, buddy.
So here we are. Anyways,
those are fantastic.
Is there a favorite? What's that?
Those are fantastic points.
Yeah, those are really good points. What's your favorite brand, though, Jonathan? Of primer?
Right now, my favorite that I've used right now, I just bought a new one that I'm going to try out because I've heard really good things about it.
But is that your favorite, though, if it's a new one you haven't used yet?
No, I really like Army Painter Matte.
Okay.
Army Painter Matte.
Is it a gray or what
looks
is it?
Really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Looks really nice. Like, this is just matte black.
Yeah.
Sprayed on.
Rattle can?
Rattle can, yeah. Just rattle can. $16 on Amazon. 2-day shipping.
Nice.
So,
big cheap, can, easy. Small can?
Medium. Just your regular size rattle can. I'm going to be trying what I just picked up at the hobby store today is Monument.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is a bigger can. It's not that bad. $16-18. It's supposed to be the best on the market right now, from what I've seen and heard.
When you say best on the market, is it mostly for
acrylic for minis?
Cool.
So
that's a straight acrylic.
Primarily, it's straight acrylic.
Okay.
Interesting.
There's no lacquer version.
And an aerosolized version of it. Yes. There's no accelerant in there.
There might be accelerant. I don't know.
There's only one way to find out.
Hello. We'll find out because I just looked on here and it's allowed with another rattle can company that I want to try.
Cool.
Color Forge. So
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of them. I think
yeah,
you told me
I
about
was talking about them
before.
today.
Yeah.
They do Citadel pigments, old pigments that are no longer being released.
Yeah.
And that old, people might want back, and they use them in rattle can form, and they're huge rattle cans. I mean, like
I saw them. Yeah,
18,
big old,
20 liters, milliliters.
like they look like gosh, what are those? What are those chips called? Pringles. It looked like a Pringles
They
can.
Pringle cans, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Lots
no.
of paint.
I use a lot of acrylics because of what I do. And I have pets. I don't really like messing with lacquers too much.
Sure.
So the most I do is alcoholic acrylics by Tamiya.
Yeah, me and Dan have kids. We totally will mess with lacquers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Well, I have an airbrush booth, so
I have an airbrush booth too, but I just
yeah.
I rather not. I rather
This is coming from the guy.
3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, hey, let's paint.
Careful.
This is coming from the guy that was running a resin printer in his room. I don't want to mess with paints that have too much accelerant in them.
His dream journal was so much fun to read, man.
Wait, what? I didn't get to read the dream journal.
I was
you missed out.
Yeah.
Did you publish it?
You were in Texas.
It wasn't published yet. No, it's under review. From the FBI and CIA.
FBI, open up.
Mainly the CIA. The CIA really wanted to know what was in there. I don't know why.
Can I give a quick tip for priming?
Please.
I talked to one of our club members today, and I was talking with them about yellows, because yellows can be really hard to get right on a Gundam kit or any kit for that matter.
Yellows are a pain. Just
one
period.
Of the tricks that I know of is first priming the piece with pink, or painting the piece pink, and then you put your orange or your yellow over it, and you get a really nice, deep, rich yellow. Very close or exactly like what you see in the anime. For
that's
like
the reason you see white, gray, black, and pink, or like flesh is usually one of them. This is why.
Yeah, so I don't buy any of the like the pink primers. So what I do is I just prime. I paint white, and then I paint white primer, then I paint pink over that, and then I paint the yellow, and it's just beautiful, rich yellow. So yellow can be really tough.
Reds too is you do brown. You do a brown primer, and then you go over with red. You get over a rich red.
Yes. So your base color can really wildly affect your main color that's going over it. So generally, I stick with the I do black, white, or gray, and if I'm doing a blue. If I want it to be dark blue, I'll use gray. If I want it to be light blue, I use white. If I want it to be really, really dark, I use black. And then I do pre-shading or post-shading with that to get the colors to the desired color.
Yep.
But yeah.
Go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
No, that's it, Lang. I'm finished.
Sorry. I apologize for interrupting. I was with you talking about the base coats of what you're going to put on top of it. It reminded me of another thing. With metals, anything metallic or color shifters, always have a base gloss black underneath it. When you do a metallic or a color shift, gloss black. If you do a fluorescent or glow in the dark or something like that, go gloss white. That's per Tom from International Toys and Hobbies. I've always done gloss black. What does he know? I love. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my what's the word I'm looking for? Not ASMR, but I love seeing a gloss black and a metallic on it. Habimio Quack does this purple. It's called a metal violet. Yeah, it's still to this day probably one of my favorite airbrushing colors that you do.
Oh, this is what you use this on the shredder.
I've used it on the shredder. I use it on my mic or on my Donatello for the blades. I've used it on a lot of blade stuff. Because it's so subtle. You only see this slight tint of purple, reflection, depending on how thick you lay it on. That's by far one of my favorite ones. Gloss black and then a metal violet. It's an actual color.
Mhm.
But you can't find Hobby Mio anymore, so
I put metallics over flat black all the time.
oh, flat black.
Yeah, and it gets it's pretty similar for me.
It is, but you usually stick with matte and just your end result too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does that?
Yeah, I use whites, grays, blacks. It doesn't really matter. My metallics come out pretty nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I think if you're trying to do like if I do candy coat, if I'm trying to do a candy coat, then I go gloss. Then I go gloss.
Yeah.
If I really want that metallic to be popping hard, then gloss is the right way to go for sure. But if I'm just doing like metallic joints or something like that, I save myself some time and just put it over the flat black that I've already primed the kit in. It seems to work out pretty good.
Yeah.
But my brands, for me, my brands are Mr. Color, Mr. Surfacer, specifically. Mr. Surfacer can be kind of hard to find. So if you can't find Mr. Surfacer, oh gosh, what's it called? Oh no, what's it called? The one that's nice, that's good. It's right here.
Tamiya.
No, it's
Tamiya?
Gosh, it's right here. Hold on.
Mr. Hobby.
Gaia.
Gaia.
Yeah, Gaia is really good.
Nice.
They have like the best white I've ever used.
As a primer or a color?
Color.
I kind of want to put that. I want to put that side by side next to Monument Titanium White.
Yeah, because the owner at Geeks and Games was bragging about that today.
The white.
Yep.
Yeah. The Titanium White is crazy.
Really white?
That black model I showed, 2 coats done.
Wow. Ooh. Okay.
Crazy.
And that's Monument.
It's acrylic only.
Okay.
And they advertise that you can immediately drop it into an airbrush and go.
Yeah. I wonder if you can thin acrylic.
You can. It's easy. Yeah.
With lacquer thinner.
No. Hell no! Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
There's a chemical reaction.
Turns into goop.
You'll screw up your airbrush real bad.
Yep.
You'll screw up your model.
Water
throw
or
the model away
thinner?
almost.
Bet.
Water or Vallejo.
Don't tell me what I can and cannot do.
Yep. Airbrush thinner. Yeah.
Vallejo airbrush thinner or Vallejo flow improver.
Yeah.
You know, anything Vallejo. Vallejo makes some good stuff. I
don't like Vallejo.
Primarily all my. Their primers are kind of hit and miss.
That's what I don't like is the primers.
Yeah. Their colors I can't argue with. I do historical wargaming, so I can't go with anyone really else except AK Interactive or people like that. So
AK is great paint. I really like AK.
AK is great paint. Never look at their articles, please. You'll find out things.
Okay. Interesting.
Take your word on it.
So I'm going to jump on that, John. How long have you actually been from when you picked up your first miniature to now? How long have you been messing with miniatures mostly?
14 years.
Oh, wow. So, Jonathan, I've actually picked his brain on a number of occasions when we're just, late night, either shopping computer parts and he tries to convince me to get stuff, or talking about the different color directions and something that's very interesting versus Gundam models, because I learned watching all the videos and things, when you do a Gundam model, you start light color, mask, and then go darker color to mask it up. Whereas in miniatures, it's Jonathan.
Opposite. You would
How
go
does that work?
dark. We use a technique called zenithal highlighting, which is really interesting to see. Sometimes you can see it, but you really got to try really hard on some models. It's you base black, you hit gray on most of the model, and then you pick an angle where you want the light to hit, and you just hit it twice with white and done.
Yeah,
and
I watch. Ever since I jumped into the Gundam space on Instagram, especially, I almost always get something miniature.
Yep.
And I'm just like, what's the one model mayhem models?
Oh, no.
You know what I'm talking about? Yep.
He does metals. Oh, are we talking about?
No. The guy, the Instagram account, he does Gundams, but with miniature
cell shading. Yes, he does the cell shading. Kind
of. He does some blending and cell shading. That it just
okay. I think I follow him. I'll have to look.
I wish I could do more miniature techniques on my model kits. I haven't done it yet because it half terrifies me just for that. Oh, sorry, Zordon's calling. Just for that, that it scares me. It literally scares me. Like, how am I supposed to do it like that?
Buy high grade and let's come over and let's do it.
Touche.
So I'm just curious. Do any of you know where the term zenithal priming comes from?
I don't
Did you
actually.
just Google it?
Do we have information?
I tried Googling it. I can't find any information on where it comes from.
I know that it's. Oh,
I mean, somebody had to invent it.
Very, very, very old. Probably 80s, 70s technique type of deal.
Interesting.
It's ancient technology.
Yeah, like non-metallic metals.
Yeah.
Which is, if you've ever looked that up, honestly, it's N&M.
Oh yeah, non-metallic metals.
Crazy.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out anybody that you watch that does it?
Oh, yeah. No, there's this guy. So his name is Sedar Paints, SERDAR_Paints on Instagram. He does non-metallic metals on all his miniatures, and he's won. He's put in for Golden Demons, which is the highest competition level you can do for miniature painting on the Warhammer side, and his models look beyond fabulous.
You said Sidar Paints?
I will link that to us right now. They are just I can't I don't understand. I'm a broken man.
Okay.
You'll see his first model and you'll just be oh.
Hey,
very cool.
Hey, Jonathan, really quick. Do you know there's a guy who's doing like a museum of miniatures, and he's got like the biggest collection in the world. Do you remember his name?
No, I don't. But I've watched
videos on it. There's a video
of his tour.
Yes. Okay.
And it's from a video of, I believe, Squidmeyer did.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's collecting. He's got a collection that's just ginormous, and they're making a museum. And the whole thing's gonna be themed, like landscapes and dioramas with all the miniatures placed inside of it. And the miniatures are from like the best painters in the world.
They're golden winning. They're people that have won. There are miniatures that have won Golden Demon. He has gone to the painter and said, "Hey, I'll pay you $20,000. Give it to me,"
or whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The dude just spends crazy amounts of money on it.
Yeah. Gosh, I wish I knew the name of the museum.
Crazy.
I'm totally blanking on it.
Real quick, Jonathan, what's the miniatures that you usually gravitate to now, or preferences? Tell us a little bit about more of miniatures.
I have been miniatures are mainly a game, usually linked with a game system.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm a war gamer. I play Warhammer Infinity, Star Wars Legion. I will be starting Shatterpoint soon. I play BattleTech. I do Bolt Action, which is World War II, historical wargaming, and then Warhammer, of course. A little bit of Warhammer. Very expensive. Don't recommend getting really into it. A small army is about $500. Just starting.
Really?
But my favorite right now is
army. Yeah.
So, I'm talking just starting. Like, you need about $1,500 to $1,200 worth of an army to go and play a tournament.
Sure.
So kids, what do you want? A Warhammer army
Warhammer.
or
you want
Switch 2?
Action. You want Bolt Action.
You want a Warhammer army or a giant backlog of Gundam kits?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I'm really enjoying Bolt Action. It's a historical World War II made by Warlord Games. They are some old Warhammer guys that used to write the White Dwarf books and make like 3rd edition, 4th edition. Sadly, one of the owners passed away from brain cancer.
When did that happen?
A year ago, I think.
Oh.
They made a commemorative miniature. I own it. I plan to have it professionally painted.
Wow.
And they just make great stuff. They're not expensive to get into. It's literally, you can go out, spend $150. You get the box, buy a $50 rule book, $200 you're in, go.
Nice.
It's not like Warhammer,
Yeah.
where it's like $60 book, $7,000 worth of miniatures.
Wow.
Wait, I thought you're jumping all over the place here on price. Break.
Oh yeah, no, it
What's
depends on
going
your
on
army and what you want to do.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we're talking anywhere from like $5,000 to $7,000 for Warhammer. It's not. It's not a game for
The empty walleted.
They really want to make it
Uncommitted.
for. Yeah, it's not for the uncommitted. Do not jump in unless you are ready.
Yeah.
It's a bummer though, because like their models are amazing. They're so good.
They are. They're
They
great,
are.
Yeah.
and it only
It's
costs
just-
them 3 cents to make per.
Yeah, there's a point system though attached to that price. So you go in there with like you want to have like a warlord titan. Well, you got to pay a lot of money for that because
It's about
it's a
$3,000.
lot of points in your battle thing, and that thing can decimate entire squads with a single dice roll.
Can
Right.
now you could also roll and then it explodes.
Right. So that's part of the price thing with Games Workshop.
Jonathan, do you have a Grail miniature you've always wanted?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, God. It's actually a Warlord Titan. I would love a Warlord Titan.
Warlord Titan.
Is
that the one?
Actually, it's a Warhound. It's a Warhound. It's smaller than a Warlord. It's really what I'd love is a Imperator Titan. But those are 6 feet tall, and they don't make model kits of them. There's a guy that's making a scrap one out of squirt guns and plastic toys. It's 6 feet tall, and it literally its feet have bays that open and giant tanks roll out of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love Warhammer.
So
It's so ridiculous.
Did you do it for a while, Dan?
I've read a bunch of the books. Like probably I'm in the 20 something.
it's worth the lore itself is just worth getting into almost. But beware.
Oh yeah, it's dark.
It is a black hole.
Yeah.
It will consume you.
Yeah, and it is dark too. It's dark reading, but we're all
very
dark. Yeah.
It's very much. Do not let your 6-year-old child read this.
Or watch you play a video game late at night, Jonathan.
Okay, look.
I
The Emperor's Will.
Emperor's Will.
I was sitting there yelping like the lady from Simpsons, just like, think of the children, as he's swinging the mallet of vengeance on people, and it is graphic as all get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warhammer games are
It's
very
tame in
violent.
comparison to the stuff that they describe in the books.
Just a hammer that electrifies people and tears their flesh off their face. It's fine.
Yeah, well,
And every time he did it, freaked me out. No,
hey,
that's very
don't
cool.
we have? Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, I was gonna segue from the miniatures because guess what? We're still a Gundam podcast, and Gundam
And guess what?
now is bringing out a whole new miniature game.
Yes.
Now, what I've been looking into, because I haven't kept track of this as probably as well as I should have. However, I'm going to pull up the screen right here, give you a screen presentation, and boom, here we go. Here we go. So we have the new starter sets for Gundam Assemble. Gundam Assemble is a miniature game that ties in with Arsenal base cards, right? Like they're both
Not Arsenal base, the Gundam card game.
Gundam card game. Okay.
So from my understanding, these are the starter decks for the card game, and they're just giving you the Gundam Assembly models early.
Yeah,
as a gift.
They're
the
totally
editions.
separate games.
Yeah, they're totally separate. These are deluxe editions. They're $40 US, as advertised on Bandai.
Bandai had them
you
at
can't even buy them,
but like sold out.
35. Okay.
You have to win a lottery to buy it.
Yep.
I am fuming right now. I'm on fire.
but they are going to be available at local stores anywhere that, like most stores that buy minis are going to be buying this. I've talked to a lot of stores, and they're all like, yeah, we're interested in getting it. So as soon as their distributors get them, they'll be getting them in locals. So.
Hopefully they have some deluxe editions because I really want the one that's probably coming up here soon.
Next
I don't really care about the. Yeah, I don't care about the cards
movies.
at all. I care about the minis. Look at that.
Now, from what I've seen, there's. Now we'll look at the sprues here probably in a minute. Actually, you can see the sprues in the background. From looking at the sprues and knowing miniatures, these are not posable. They're not dynamic. They are push fit. They're going to be made push fit. They're going to be made easy to assemble. They're not going to be made very customizable. There's not going to be a lot of parts to them. They're going to be very simple and bland.
Yeah. Right off the gate, you're gonna. These are made to be painted. These are not snap kits. These are minis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hoodooter, here's your kit. That tall looks amazing.
You say that, but like, I have miniatures that make high grades look like children's Duplos. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for sure. I love the. Can you go back to that Leo?
Sure.
Get zoomed in on that Leo. I love I don't know who they got to paint the Leo specifically, but that Leo, whoever did this one.
That's really nice.
Was doing
slap chop.
Yeah. And then this is a different guy or girl who painted this.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the other ones, it's a totally different style of painting. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's edge highlighting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I really like the pose on that space.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So I use, like, with my style, with my minis, like, everybody's got their own style, and you know, everyone says their style, like, certain styles are the best, but I like contrast paints, and I cannot wait to slap some contrast paints on these things. It's gonna look sick.
Contrast paints are gonna make this look easy and very, very, very easy to get into.
These are not contrast painted at all. These are using light. What is it? Light something? Or they're doing like outlining and highlighting.
Cell shading.
Yeah. Some of them are. So like, actually, you know what I'm noticing now? The one on the left is doing more like cell shading style, and then as you go to the next one in the middle,
I see it.
It's a little different, a little more gritty looking.
A little more edge highlighting.
A little more gritty. And then if you go further to the right, you're into the fully weathered look.
Yeah.
Each one of these advertisements now has been like that.
Oh, dang.
That's really neat. So they're showing like 3 different ways to paint your kits or paint your minis.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh, I'll be danged. Yeah.
Okay.
They're using 3 different techniques on each one.
I think they did one Zaku too.
Yeah. And that Zaku on the right, that's contrast paint. Go to that guy. That's contrast paint, dude.
Yeah, it's contrast. Yeah.
You
can tell by the pooling.
Yep. But it's extensive versus the other ones are not.
Right.
That's really cool. Look at
that.
You noticing the little things.
I notice nubs, and I notice things like this.
All right, let's see.
Can you see the nub marks on these?
I'm assuming the nub marks are going to be located in the places where you put the parts in.
That you would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so.
I see some mold lines though on the tank treads. You see that?
Oh, hold on, scrolling on the tank tread. I want to see how bad they are.
Yep, mold lines. Not that bad though. I mean,
come on,
we're zoomed in super tight on a thing that's like super small. So
okay, yeah, it's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious what sizes they are. Are they 32? Are they 28? What are they? What's the size?
I believe they're 32.
So they are a little bit smaller than the miniature I showed off. The miniature I showed off is a 40 mil base.
Well, so actually these are 40s because I think these are 40 or something, or maybe bigger.
Downloaded it. Hang on.
I'm gonna look it up here because Ian's probably gonna be. He's probably turning in his grave right now. Well, if he was dead, but he's not dead. So, Gundam Assemble.
There it is.
Millimeter size. You guys keep going while I'm looking this up, though.
I'm gonna pull up a shot that Jonathan sent me earlier because they're showing it off. I believe. Where is this at the expo?
Anime Expo, from what I was told.
Okay.
It looks like Anime Expo. I pulled them off Facebook. July 3rd is when the picture was taken.
Okay.
So yeah, this looks like Anime Expo.
So the data that I'm pulling immediately is just saying 5 centimeters sized.
Okay, so let me look at these real quick. Let me get in there.
Let me get up onto these clothing.
I
like how they have the hands molded into
They look about 40 mil, 30, maybe there's 70. If there's 75s, that'd be really cool. That means I can't show you 75 mil there.
When we were at the show, they were pretty big.
Okay, then there's probably 75s. Are they about yay?
Yeah, somewhere like
some size. Like
the other thing is, like, they'll have ships and different mobile suits in the future that are larger, like double base. miniature
Yes,
stuff.
but they are not to scale with each other.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the was it the
So
Phoenix or somebody?
they're not doing a set scale. They're just kind of doing
No,
whatever.
because there's like a Xeon. I think there's a Xeon or something, and it's like the same size as the RX-78-2 kind of thing.
Okay,
It was like
well that makes sense. I
Galican-
wouldn't want a big Zam the size of my couch.
Right. It
Yes,
allows
you
you to put a
do.
big
Yes,
Zam on the
Actually,
field
I
without
do,
like.
and I've asked Bandai for it, but they refuse to talk to me. So
All right, so question for the panelists. When you see it at the store, is it a must or a pass?
Must.
Dan? Must.
Must. Each one.
Must.
Yeah.
it's almost.
Well, I want all of them. I love
Yeah, well-
painting minis, and I love playing mini games with minis. So it's a must.
Okay.
100%. I must have them all. What about you,
Which of the
Jonathan?
4 sets, Jonathan? We know yours is the Zaku. Dan, which one out of the 4? It's like, okay, you get one. You
I only get to pick one?
for the store. Yeah, you can only pick one.
Okay, it'll
Which
be
of the
the
4?
Operation V.
Really?
The gun tank.
Grandpa.
Yeah, gun tank, gun cannon, and RX-78-2. Yeah,
I want the tall geese.
that's a good one. Yeah,
The tall goose.
Tall goose. Goosey goose.
goose me, bro.
Yeah, I haven't done a tabletop game since I was 10 years old. So that was just a few years ago for me, right? I'm not the old one.
Dude, you
right?
can come over to my house. You can come over to my house and we can paint minis together, bro.
Yes. Mini painting set, dude. I'll bring
Mini
the
paint
Battletech
day
and Halo.
all over at Jonathan's house.
Yeah.
Mini paint
Oh,
day.
gosh.
He's got that crafting room.
That's true.
Yeah,
You do.
it's a
Game
little
room.
small with the recliner in here now. I'll say that
but
right now.
When everyone came over to my little compact 1-car garage, it's like, oh, I can't have more than 2 people over. So
It's okay.
Okay.
I've gotten permission to take over the family and front room
nice.
if needed.
I will try. I'm nervous, because this is another thing to get into. I'm nervous.
Oh, dude, I got
This is
box
so much
skins
more
for you
full.
too.
It's
I
so
got
much
box
more.
skins for us.
It's more.
It's
what?
so much more affordable than other minis out there too.
Well,
Like, you get the whole.
that is a good point. 3
Yeah.
minis plus a card set for
Yeah.
$35.
Yeah.
Very, very.
And it's
very
not like
doable.
you're not army building. You know what I mean?
No.
You're not building squads. It's not
They're
that type
set
of game.
point. It
Yeah.
looks like they're set points per box. You just buy a box and go.
Yeah.
They want quick and easy. They don't want huge customizability, like we'll say Warhammer, where you need 12 apps to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited and nervous personally. I totally am.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've already called. I remember when I heard about it, I called 6 stores in our area. I was like, "Hey, you getting this?"
Nice.
Like, we don't know, too far out. Well, I'm like, "Well, we want it."
Time to call again.
Good. Plant the seed.
Very cool.
I think most hobby towns are going to get it for sure. Yeah.
Hobbytown for sure.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of those around here, so
We have a couple of specific
and
tabletop
lots of card
stores that would
shops, lots of
probably-
mini
yeah.
shops around here, dude. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
we do.
we're hopefully, as long as Bandai puts them out, you know what I mean, like
Yeah. Hopefully, we get them over here.
gets them out to the stores. Yeah,
Man,
it's been hard to
interesting
find
age.
G-Quack stuff.
Yep.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people looking for the G-Quax kits. They can't find them anywhere because
I
they
was
get
looking for a
stores are getting
Zaku.
3. Yeah, stores are getting 3 of them and they're gone. It's like,
Yeah.
duh, they're gone. You need 20 at least.
Thanks,
'Cause there's-
Obama.
What did
Sorry,
you
I
just
didn't
say?
mean to make it political.
What?
What did you just say?
You heard
What
me?
did you say? What did you
You
say?
heard me. Very cool. Is there any other points you guys want to? Any other points you would like to go over on the miniatures or anything like that before we move on?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Very cool.
Good
well,
for me.
then
See-
they need to just be here now.
Do you mind if I do you mind, Lang, if I talk about builds of the week?
Here's the keys.
Oh,
Go
thanks,
for it.
buddy. Thank
Welcome.
you so much. Well, so we somehow, and I'm gonna blame it on Ian because he's not here. We didn't do builds of the week last
Wait.
week. What?
If you're going to blame me, and I might have to, I might defend him since he's not here to defend himself because somebody was in a rush.
Why would you defend him? That's not necessary.
He can't defend himself. He
I know,
disconnected himself from technology this week.
Ooh.
Lang,
Oh,
just
okay.
be quiet. and just enjoy the ride because Daddy has the keys
Little
now.
baby.
Okay.
Bro.
So first up, we've got Jason. This is his little hover tank from 08 MS team. Picked it up out of a Gashapon machine, and he was like, "You know what?
Oh shoot!
Even though it's a Gashapon, I'm gonna paint it." So he busted this thing out in a night. And I got a good look at this today at our
That's a Gashapon.
Oh, I didn't see it.
in-person build meet.
It.
Look at the detail. Look at that.
Oh crap! I want it.
Tons of detail on this thing, dude. It looks gorgeous. And I was like, man, the detail's so great. And he's like, yeah, it's whatever. This is the guy who's won awards for his like super small scale model.
So nonchalant.
Yeah.
This guy, he has his foot in like 3 different clubs, 2 of which are IPMS clubs that he has soaked up the talent like a sponge.
Yeah, he's good. So this was really fun, really cool. Surprised the heck out of me. I was not expecting to see this guy show up, but it did.
What gosh are these the ones up in
yeah,
he said I think he said Beaverton.
Yes.
Let's go for a drive.
No, I'm not allowed to go near. There's a court order. I can't be within 500 feet of a Gashapon machine.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! So I went to Red Robin the other day to pick up a sandwich for Jackie, right?
Right.
And while I'm sitting there, I'm in the pickups part in the parking lot, and I can see through the tinted windows. They got Gashapon in the Red Robin now, and I almost got out.
Wait, Red Robin?
Red Robin.
Red Robin, really?
No.
They had Gashapon and claw machines in the Red Robin.
Oh no, they're turning into.
You know what's going to be next? Next is don't.
So
I love Pizza Hut, like what is it? Outback and Texas Roadhouse in the waiting areas. They're just going to put Gashapon and make bank.
Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, next up we got Erlangshon dropping another hot
only
SD kit. Smack dab on our faces.
SD God.
Yep.
He is.
So check out his blog, Erlangshon's blog. If you're in the club, you can find the blog links like all over the place. But Lang, will you look up his blog really quick just to give us so we can actually talk about the link here? I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. Anyways,
look it up.
This is a Crossbones SD, and these cables and stuff. And these are all plot plate. The cables are all like original build from him. He does a lot of modifications on this whole thing. Oh yeah, he doesn't mess around with SDs, bro. All painted. It's all fully painted.
You want me to pull up the whole page? Like, what's up?
No, just tell me what the blog is called.
Yeah, Erlangshon.weebly.
Erlangshon.weebly. ERLAN.
I literally just Googled Erlangshon blog. It's the first thing that comes up.
So
cool.
And then look at this. Even the cape for the cloak.
Okay.
Little pieces on it too.
Job, guys.
Come on.
Oh, wait,
look at this. Look at that.
Oh no, I fully admit, compared to Erlangshon, I'm completely I'm swinging at the T-ball set while he's in the pros.
It's for real.
If there's an SD category at any, so there's an SD category at the one in California. This would definitely,
he has to go.
His kits would definitely place, I think. Here it is, right here.
Yeah.
Cross Silhouette Crossbones Gundam H1 scratch built screw whip for SD Cross Silhouette Crossbone. Very cool.
So freaking.
And then I know it doesn't come with this cloak. Right?
No,
it doesn't come with this cloak, does it?
No. That's handmade. That's fabric, and then he looks like he pinched little brass.
You know, there's two people in this world that can claim they can claim the title of handmade, Erlangshon, and that one dude from China that made the scratch built head from plot plate completely.
Yeah,
remember that one in Japan?
Yeah.
I do.
Those two are the only people in the world that I feel.
Well, that was the guy that won first place.
Yeah, it was
in the world. So it's not that surprising to be fair.
And Erlangshon's up there with him.
Yeah, very, very good.
Oh man, so good. So good.
Next we have Brent from the club. Brent Official, I think is his.
Brent Irvine Official. Yes, yeah. Instagram.
This is a full-scale size 1-to-1 bust of. Are you okay, Jonathan?
This is awesome.
Clean up on Jonathan.
Yeah, like
Iron Man Mark 1, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, zoom in on
Look
the
at
face.
the detail. Look at the
On
detail
the actual
on this
face.
thing.
This is
is
how
this
good
plastic?
he did.
This almost
Look at
this
that.
almost actually looks
There
metal.
he is.
It's 3D printed, and but he's got he has got the finish down. Like this looks electroplated, dude.
It looks electroplated. He's done a few electroplatings. This is not one of them.
No.
Go look up on his Instagram. He does the details about it. I mean, you can literally see him taking the photos about it.
And the lights. And the lights. Come on,
the lights.
Man. So this is Brent's one of the things he dropped hot in the whips.
Yeah, I'm
or
like
not whips, the computer project.
He brings this to the Jamboree in September.
I know, right? People would love it. Yeah,
please.
And the base is cool too. It's got like these and stuff in it. It's really cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, nice touch.
No.
Next, we got one from Arbiter here. This is a wing, Gundam wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wing. Yeah,
it's really well done. Really cool painting on it.
That's good weathering.
Yeah, really nice. Really nicely done.
Wait, is that? Hold on. Zoom in. Go back and zoom in on that.
I can't reach the thing.
Zoom in. Is that hand painted?
I think it is.
That looks hand painted.
Yeah.
But
that's
done.
That's really well done.
Hand painting is kind of the theme right now in the club because they're doing that 30-minute missions competition with hand painting requirement. So, yeah. Next we have Ada. Did this Metal Gear Rex
Valentine's game. Look at you go.
Yep. So this is you can check out the description in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, why not? Join us.
They've done some amazing work on this.
So this is their first attempt at LED wiring, and it's all incorporated into the head with a button cell battery. And first. And they did several different painting techniques and weathering techniques and camo masking.
Yeah, the one
on this one.
I do have a critique on this. There, see, you already corrected it right there. I wanted more details from the photos, and this gives it because
look at that.
To be seen.
That's so cool.
Right there, like on the
LEDs
leg, it's subtle.
So good.
Ugh. So good. Well done, Ada.
Oh,
and there it is. There's a wide shot. That. Yep. What is this guy? What's going on here?
He's having a bad day.
Well, I don't know enough about Metal Gear to know what that is.
I'm into Metal Gear. I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyways, bravo, excellent work. Super proud of them for their first foray into LEDs. It's just beautiful. So well done. So, very nice. Then we have Tenixter did this. This is a seed kit, right?
This is looking like the MG Impulse.
Oh,
yeah,
the EX Impulse, I believe.
Mm-hmm. This is it looks like fully painted, really well done. Panel line, decal, crispy crisp.
Yeah,
beautifully done.
That
really
gets me
cool.
excited. I just
here.
picked this up too.
Yeah, this is
it's
great.
right there. There's the name of it right there.
EX Impulse.
And it looks like there's some pre-shading going on here.
Yep. I like the color, the different colors of the whites, the different grays, the different.
Yeah, this is very well done. I love it.
Good job.
Very cool. Then we have Rogue.
Hey.
Good old Rogue did a Gilgoog. The new Goog. I don't have this kit yet, so I'm jealous.
Rogue is very persistent at making sure he knows where the best and newest kits are. He gets them before any of us, and he does. And he deserves to get them because he puts them together well. It's frustrating.
Yeah, so this is this has been panel lined. I don't know if it's been top coated, but definitely panel lined.
Some marker work a little bit on the thrusters back there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he does all that. Very nice.
Yeah,
lots of little details on his kits, but he puts them together quick.
Whew.
I mean, super good nub cleanup too. Like it's looking fresh. So really nicely done.
So fresh.
Then we have Mike. Hey. Mike Blackwell won this one at. He won this kit.
The 100-member giveaway.
This was a 100-member giveaway. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And this was I don't remember what this thing's called. It's got a weird
it's
name.
from Zeta. It's the bug one that transforms, I believe.
Okay. Super cool. So he did all the
Zeta fans, don't kill us.
All the water slides are done on it. It's got a nice top coat, panel lining, the whole nine. Really well done.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And it's freaking weird looking, dude.
It really is. It doesn't. It's like Gundam. Like, hello.
Yeah. So there we go. That's all the builds we have for the week.
Sick.
That's
good job, everybody.
Right there.
A lot
Looking
of talent
beautiful
in the Discord. A lot of talent.
Mm-hmm. And then while we're at it, while
Overwhelming.
we're talking about talent, let me show you a little something. Let me get these picked out here. We're going to do some more club shout outs, but these are more in the art vein.
Oh boy. No.
Yeah.
So let me open these up really quick here.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
scared.
Oh, computer.
Oh no.
Open.
Oh boy.
Here,
So,
I'm just going to open. No, I can't do that.
Give a little. It's been 2 weeks. We opened up a thread called Artist's Corner or Artist Alley. At first, it was believed like, oh, we'll throw this out there. Maybe it will dwindle or something like that. And then it's like, nope. This is like the new go-to, and it's just like I go to that and just like I feel like I'm in like Artist Alley at a con, just walking through and just like jaw dropping.
So we've got Erlington art.
Oh my gosh!
So this is in reference to our Plastic Model Weekender charity stream to benefit Alzheimer's Fund. This is a cow that is a Pepsi cow that pumps out, I'm assuming, Pepsi milk combination. He's a very concerned cow.
Yeah, no cocoa milk.
No. So this one was really funny. And then we have
Danian.
The Danian Vermin Control.
Wait, you gotta zoom in on the back there.
So in the commercial, they allude to not telling us exactly what they're collecting the vermin for, but we all know.
Yeah, we all know.
It's the barbecue shack.
And
you can see how terrified the little animals are.
Mice and raccoons, huh? That's their specialty.
Oh and then this is some art I commissioned one of our club members, Silver Lycan, to do because I wanted a refresh on my profile picture, but also for stickers at competitions. So they put together this freaking beautiful dragon, mechanical dragon, and look at the highlighting on it.
Yeah,
there's like slight weathering to it. I mean, look at the detail here and the little
the shading.
Whistles.
Yeah,
and
I
then
have one critique.
Well, hold on, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Notice the color of the beverage. It's Baja Blast.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I was gonna say it should be Pilk.
Yeah, it should be Pilk.
Pilk's not my drink, man. It's Baja Blast,
version,
baby.
Please?
No, I don't drink Pilk, but look at it's just so crisp. I freaking love this.
So cool.
I love the colors on it. Everything. It's just great. Yeah. So big shout outs. Thank you so much. They're working on another one for me too, which we'll show at some point. Then we have another one from Erlington.
Pause. Hop on the Discord and communicate with us if you want a logo or an avatar done by Silver Lycan. If you like that style, hit us up or hit them up on the Discord, please. Like, it's well deserved and it's incredible. I'll probably do it.
Very affordable right now too. They're doing a kind of like a sale, so it's a very affordable time to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the turnaround time for me was very fast. It was like, I want to say it was within a week. So and great communication, like asking me what I thought of this, what I thought of that, how do I like this, how do I like that. So yeah, it was very good. Then we have this from Erlington. Where in the world is Lang? So lately, Lang's been traveling a lot, and
it's my new job.
Erlington put together this beautiful
Carmen San Diego
cartoon
badge.
Carmen San Diego style. Yeah. So we've got Diversity Tokyo, San Francisco. I'm not sure where this is.
Do we know the right a little bit?
That's as far right as it goes.
I feel like that's in China or India. I'm trying to remember. I know that building.
Okay. Then we have New York. We have
Brazil.
Brazil, and then we have Sydney Opera House. And it's just, I mean, that's Lang.
I wish I went that far, but it's all stateside.
Not yet.
Yeah.
You are going to Europe at some point. Italy, right?
I am going to Italy. We'll see when.
Yeah. And then this is me during the stream when I ate or drank a blended up bulldog with volcano chicken sauce. That's what I look like.
Tell them how you blended it.
Oh, well, I made the bulldog noodles. I put it in a blender and blended it up.
Yeah, and then you added milk.
Well, I had to add a little bit of milk to it because it wasn't blending. It was like stuck.
Yeah, and then what was the consistency again?
Melted peanut butter.
Oh,
yeah.
So I was like having to shake it and like
chew it,
and it got all over my whole face was on fire. It was hot. Not gonna lie.
For those that haven't seen the stream, go watch it because this is to scale and perfect because that is an inflatable.
Yes, so I was wearing an inflatable char helmet. I think it was Silver Fang that was like, "Get the helmet! Get the helmet!" And I was like, "Oh, I better do it."
We've searched for the matching armor one quite a bit. And
I haven't been able to find it yet, so it's
I got a pretty good one too. But
yeah.
You do have a really
in August,
good one.
if anyone wants to get it for me. Very cool. Thank you. Those are all amazing and amazing artwork.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to know. Now time to get to know us a little bit more. So, questions for this week. First off, thank you everybody for questions. You can send it to the email westcoastgunpla@gmail.com. Put it in the Discord thread. Shout out on our Instagrams or respective socials. Just get to know us because it's. I was about to say like we'll answer anything. I'm like,
well, you will.
We're contractually obligated that we cannot.
Yeah, I can't tell you some things.
So we'll start off. Do you have any model technique books, painting, scratch building, scribing? Do you prefer video over books or both? So I think it's asking what we use for references mostly.
Well, yeah, it says, do you have any model technique books?
Yeah.
Painting, scratch building, scribing. Do you prefer video or both?
Dan, take it from there.
I mean, so I've got a book on airbrushing that was suggested to me by Jason. It's by Fine Scale Modeler. I got it on Amazon. It's very good. It goes over a lot of techniques and troubleshooting for airbrush. And I've read through the whole thing twice. So lots of really good information there. Lots of pictures and detailed walkthroughs on how to do stuff. And it's great for quick reference too. If I'm like, oh, how do I do this technique again? Oh, I can check that thing out. It's pretty all encompassing. Talks about pre-shading, masking, the works. And I think it was like $23. So that one's really good. Yeah. But for when it comes to books versus video, I prefer video. I'm a visual learner. So one of the people who I learned a lot about airbrushing from is on YouTube. Goes by something Snow Fox or something like that. I'll look it up here in a minute. But yeah, so like I'll watch a YouTube video on some like a painting technique or something before I go to a book. Generally speaking.
Yeah. Jonathan, how about you
guys?
I have reference books. I have one reference book. I won't show it because it's German World War II. So, but I primarily do video, and or Twitch. I like Twitch a lot, because a lot of the Twitch community is there to help you. They don't gatekeep. They don't paywall. They will answer your question right there and then and show you actually sometimes right there.
Yeah. Very good point.
So that the person I was talking about earlier was Frosted Snow. Okay. Just like it sounds. Frosted Snow on YouTube. She does a lot of tutorials and they're really in depth. They're really good and she's very entertaining. So definitely check them out.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. For me, it's usually Mostly video. I was surprised. I picked up a couple of hobby magazines from Japan. They are very in depth on the instructions for Gunpla building, from like the 101 basic building and all the little steps you should be taking in what order they're in. That was actually a really good reference and kind of a restart for me when I got those. And then I love watching Barbatos Rex. He does great detail and honest, very, very honest reviews on equipment and paints. So like we were talking earlier on the types of paints, of what primers you should be using and how to use them, he'll go over each brand and show you the consistencies.
Yeah.
And that cuts down so much heartache time, because
it cuts down a lot of work.
Oh, that's my big recommend is him.
A lot of spoons were saved in the making of his videos.
I recommend a lot. I recommend him a lot as well. I piggyback on you, Lang, because they're the one that actually taught me that I finally learned how to thin paints so simply and easily. And they go over how to thin every brand. Very, very, very cool. Very helpful.
Yeah, because some brands just say, "Oh, it's just like everything else, like 2-to-1 or 3-to-1," but it's like, no. Metallics are different, lighter colors are different.
Yeah. And there's some brands that, hey, we made our paint so special, you have to buy our thinner.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Mission Models.
Yep, Mission Models. The smoothest acrylic and the hardest to work with. Anyways.
Yep.
Next up, this is going to require some thought. Favorite movies from each decade, 70s and up. I got to get out my list. Who's ready to go first?
I mean,
you can just throw them out.
Just favorite movies?
Favorite movies from each decade.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to botch the decades, but like 80s, I would say Predator. 90s, I would say Jurassic Park. So it was 96, I think. And then 2000s, probably be, I don't know. And then, I don't know. The end.
Fair enough. Jonathan.
So I wasn't born yet, but I'm going to have to start out with, because I'm a gigantic nerd for this stuff, Star Wars for the 70s.
Yes.
And then I'm going to go straight to the 90s when I was born. Ernest.
Young pup.
All the Ernest.
Oh my gosh.
Stuff.
Good call.
All
yes.
You know, I think I'm going to introduce my kids to that. We just barely introduced them to Pee-wee's like adventure, the movie. We got to introduce them to Ernest.
Just do the Army one. Just do the Army one first. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
That's really funny.
2000s. I was really young when I saw this, but Black Hawk Down.
Okay. Good. Classic.
And then more modern, I'm gonna have to go Zero Dark 30 because I'm really into the CIA gritty military type movies.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Lang?
70s, Jaws. 80s, Aliens. 90s, Iron Giant. 2000s. This one was a bit of a harder one.
Wait, when was the last time you watched Iron Giant? Has it been a while?
We watch it every couple of months at least.
Okay. Wow.
Like, my kids know that by heart. Like, they can do the whole line when he's calling him a sissy for not jumping in the lake. Like, they recite that every time it comes up. For 2000s, that's a hard one because that's an interesting age. I think I'm gonna have to go probably Casino Royale.
What year did that come out?
That
was in the 2000s. No way.
Yeah, 2006.
9?
Oh, so old.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Yeah.
When did True Lies come out? Do you guys know?
99 or 2000.
Yeah, something like that. I was too young. I was like, let's see, 2000. I was what?
Don't say that out loud right now. Please don't.
6?
Gosh.
2010s was my pick for happened in 2010 exactly. Scott Pilgrim versus the Universe. And then for 2010 or 2020s,
yeah,
there's been some great ones and some poopy ones.
Yeah.
2020s, I think I'm going to go Romulus. Dan and I had a date and we went and saw it, and that was one of the most fun.
That was so good.
Like at a movie theater. That one was made for theater, and it's been a long time since movies were made for theater watching, just with all the scares and the alien lore that was condensed. They took something from every alien movie and put it into that one.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it. So
the new. Oh,
dude,
you haven't seen
Jonathan.
it, dude?
Should we just do a barbecue where we watch it
in the dark?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We need big
yes,
speakers
please
for your backyard.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. Next up,
I'm surprised no one said Matrix.
it's a classic. It's just not my fave.
I didn't get that far along in the years. I kind of crapped out. Hit 2000. Was like, I don't remember. Where was that? What was I doing?
What was the worst kit bashing attempt you've tried, and any advice on how to kit bash? I'm gonna take this one right now. The Seven Swords Gunbuster sword from the MG kit. I tried about 5 different times to modify the blade, extend the blade, put details on the blade when I never should have gotten that far, because proportionally that's the only thing I was like, oh, I'm going to detail this and not detail anything else. That's stupid. Like, you better detail it all so it works all together. I detailed it and tried to save it so many times that the plastic was starting to get like brittle and thin, and I got to the point one day where I just went to the whole thing. I was
you
so
broke
upset.
it?
Oh, and Justin, I think Jonathan was there when I did too.
Yeah.
I was so
like,
done.
Uh-oh.
So I've shopped a little bit thinking, do I want it? Because I did so there in the Seven Swords, there's the GN Buster sword, and then there's the blaster sword on the other side. I've done the other side, and that one's good to go. So I've always wondered, should I just pick up that sword and just do it to follow the color scheme? Yes. Is it worth it? Not yet, because the whole kit's done and it still works. So that's my worst experience. That and the primer, when I had to redo all the primer on that one. That sucked.
Yeah. For me, I've only kit bashed twice. One was with a Zawart, and one was with this 30-minute missions thing. And actually, you know what? That doesn't even count as kit bashing, because I didn't kit bash. I just put
was the add-on kit
3 different kits together. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, and my experience has been good. I haven't messed it up yet. So I'm batting 1,000, buddy.
Well, good for you.
I kit bashing.
Yeah.
Just perfection.
Oh, jeez.
Mine was really hard. It wasn't molecule related. It was miniature related. It was about $160 in, and then I just was like,
oh
no.
Can't do it, man. Proportions don't work. Doesn't work.
You pulled the Lang?
Can't. Dude, I tried so hard. I bought bits off eBay. I bought baggies of just parts. Man. It was like $8 for like 3 little things. Like,
what were you trying to build?
Those little pouches. I was trying to replicate some old metal models that I have now.
Oh, okay.
You can't see them, but I have. They're everywhere, man. I'm drowning. But yeah, I try to replicate them with modern, Warhammer kits, and then the kits are about $40 a box, and and then glue, and then paint, and
yeah,
and it left you.
Flashbacks. I just sit here and I'm just.
Yeah,
yep.
He's got that 1,000-yard stare.
You start getting down that point of like kit bashing versus the original kit. It's like, what did I invest in this? And it's not fun anymore.
You're shaving parts, and you're like, I shaved too much.
Yep.
Throw it. Yeah, like, and that's the problem is like there's the plot plate is you're not gonna like with Warhammer and miniatures. It's almost like, oh no, I have to sculpt it back with like putty.
Yeah.
There's no plot plating.
Yeah, Tamiya putty. It's your good
or
friend.
Green stuff. Don't use green stuff. Green stuff's terrible. Scary stuff. GW's version of Tamiya putty. Do not recommend. Not fun. Yep. Use Tamiya putty.
I'm still angry over Dan. Just like, I bet 1,000.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I've only done it once, and when I did it, I did it well.
Tried. What is your?
Kits and you're gonna smash them together,
dude? I have kit bashed.
Oh no, we're doing model. We're doing miniatures. We're gonna make it scary.
Yeah. What is your unsung hero mobile suit model? As in, which non-Gundam mobile suit do you think should get more love, Jonathan?
It's hard, man. Zagu
I got one.
Does get a lot of love. Zagu does get a lot of love. I'm gonna say probably the Jagan. I would really like to see more master grades of the Equus, please.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of high grade Jagans, not a lot of master grade Jagan.
No, there's what 3, 4
master grade.
Stark D. Yeah, there's a Stark
just
D.
Stark and regular.
And then nope, Stark D. Shar's counterattack version, which is the one that you can get at Hobby Lobby all the time. The D is a P Bandai version only, and then there's a colored one that's white and red. That's a special version of a D.
I didn't know that one.
So there's 4. There's 4, and I want Equus. I want the dude with the giant Bowie knife and the revolver of doom.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I went completely off track for this answer because I said like non-Gundam mobile suit. I want completely like non-serious. I want more Gurren Lagann. Bandai. No. You were right. Like you're right saying non-Gundam, but I was just looking at my Gurren Lagann. There's not like Bandai high grades, and there's so many simple cartoony ones that they could easily do, but they're all Sentinel, Ryobot high grade or high end model kits. They go get Gurren Lagann stuff, please.
Yeah. Mine would be the Wodum from Turn A. That only has, I believe, 2 kits and no master grade of it. I would really like a master grade or a Re 100 or a full mechanic. I want something in the 1/100 scale of that. It's weird. It's cool looking. It's a really neat design. So that thing has not gotten much attention at all.
Yeah, that's Build Divers, right? Yeah.
Turn A and Build Divers, yes.
That's interesting.
We should get some Build Diver master grades. Is there any Build Fighter master grades?
That
good
there's
question.
A couple. There's the one that I had that I think the MG. Hang on. EX Impulse, the Finis Resista or whatever that's called. The one that you got, Dan, for me, the Shinoku Astray that has the 2 masks on the shoulders.
Sengoku Astray.
Yeah, there are some.
There's a few, very few. Yeah, but when they're all Build Fighters. I think Build Divers and Build Divers Re-Rise, not any master grades at all.
Yeah.
Next up, if you had your own model kit making company, what would you name it?
I already know.
I'd call it.
I have a logo.
I'd call it Bubs Nubs. Did you guys check out the new Bubs Nubs model kit?
I have a logo.
What is it? Let's hear. What is
Weeb Incorporated.
Weeb Inc.
Oh, and it all it is a corgi with sunglasses and like anime stuff all around them.
Love it. Lang?
Oh no. His mind is working.
Yeah, it's going on a search.
Well, if you're not prepared,
I can't say that. What if I'm not prepared?
I want to know what
if you're not prepared. Just say I don't know.
I do not know because the one that came to head I can't say here because it has to deal with sharks. So
that I know it.
Yeah, you do.
Like the undergated beard or something. The scrag, the nub scrag.
No, you do it. I'd call
Scraggly
it
nubs. Scrabbly Bubba nubs.
McCrae maniacs. Yeah, that's what I call it.
That's really good.
So
that's
you
really
get
good.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Tried to go for my ancestors in Scotland, but yeah.
That's so good. Like, do you have any other good ones? Here we go.
Oh my god.
Go.
Teenage Mutant
Immediately copyrighted.
Oh, dang it. I don't know.
Wow. So what do we got coming up for future events?
Great. Future events coming up. So deadline, July 7th, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's 4 p.m. Pacific. Wow.
Yeah.
Pacific.
If your kit is not, if your pictures are not in the completed channel, completed 30-minute missions channel, submitted there by 4 p.m. on Monday, I'm sorry, but you're not going to have you're not going to be judged.
You gonna lock it?
You won't be checked out, like nothing. So,
are you going to lock it? Like right at 4?
Yeah, I don't know how, but sure.
It's just permissions.
Right click, permissions, everyone. And then
so have your kits in.
Yeah. Next up after that, that's on the 7th of July. After that, we have on the 12th of July in Kent, Washington, we are going to be at SciFest. Come say hi. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dan is going to be introduced to everything Transformers. He's had a good...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's had some intro. He doesn't know what he's in for. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I am printing, for those that know, I'm actually printing another Godzilla, but this is going to be in Triptychon colors that I'm taking up there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Hence those silver feet you saw earlier, Jonathan. That's what it goes to. That's on the 12th. 2 days later, on July 14th, 7 p.m. Pacific, is when our 00 trivia is happening. If you have not started yet, starting. Get on that. Get on. You could watch an hour and a half-ish a day. Scoot through. I will give you a hint. Are you ready for this? I'll give you a hint. It's 25 and 25 right across the board. So there's going to be 50 questions. 25 are from season 1, 25 are from season 2. So it's going to be kind of scattered. You can't really hammer down where and what. So you can't really footnote it as much as you want. Sorry. But
yeah.
I just thought something.
What's that?
We're talking about 00. All I have to say is lock on.
Oh,
that's for you, Silver. That's for you.
Lock on. Oh, for those of you who haven't seen it, get watching. Get ready to cry.
I probably live.
And then we got 2 more events coming up. One is on August 9th in Woodburn, Oregon. Our swap meet, swap MEAT. It's going to be an extravaganza of swapping lots of kits. We even have an idea. The more you swap, you'll get more prizes separate from the actual swap meet. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then last but certainly not least, IPMS Oregon Jamboree, 20th of September. Show up, WCGA. This is a long time coming, for a couple of years. Dan specifically has been going for a few years. We have been slowly and dramatically growing in that competition. So I'm extremely excited for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a really fun one. Working with the IPMS guys on categories, and they've just been we talked about this a bunch of times, but they've been so awesome. Just collaborating with us, allowing us to collaborate, has just been super nice of them. So
that's actually one point I forgot to mention. I'm going to totally backtrack. Call back to the question about where we go for techniques, books, videos, and things like that. Go to an IPMS Zoom meeting.
Mm-hmm. We have them listed in our shout outs. They have multiple meetings throughout the month, and they're super great people, very welcoming. We've hopped in there.
Look up your own. They are just fountains of knowledge. So look those up. So I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I heard that you guys went in and did a little raid, and a lot of knowledge was shared.
Yeah, we broke their record for people on their stream. Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
So, that's what we have for everyone this week. Jonathan, you are a delight. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, dude. Big time, yeah.
This is amazing.
We have a really quick sponsor to play us out.
Hi, I'm Gary Dunkheimer. Come see me on my new website for dating. We don't swipe, we don't click, we just talk. Come join me, Gary Dunkheimer. It's funny, because you too could meet me and have a slam dunk. You know what a dunk is, right? In basketball? Dunkforall.com. Download the app and be a slam dunk couple.
He's still looking for love, folks.
Oh,
help him out.
Still looking for love. Thank you for joining us.
My mom's single.
Hey.
Next week, we're going to go over proper way to hold a burrito. Whether or not crunchy tacos are an American thing.
Oh.
And we'll see you then.